Hello, everybody. Just checking quickly here, making sure all of everything looks good. We have volume, we've got visual, we've got me, we've got you. Perfect. My name is Voices and Mike's Head, and we're back with another episode of Mike Plays Through All of His Super Nintendo games. This is episode 14, my 14th game that we are playing out of all 102. There's some background story going on, but it'll either loop back around or I'll reset it because I wasn't ready to start reading background story to all of you. And as usual, we have a nice ranking system for our games. You can go ahead and pop that down, which didn't work. Uh-oh. 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 No. Well, that's a shame. Quickly, and while we're getting this started, I guess, we'll take a moment here to get this sorted, because that should be working. Yep, I'm signed into the dashboard. Excuse me. And then I need to go to Cloudbot and turn you back on. For some reason, every once in a while, that gets turned off. Let's try it now. Didn't fix it. Excuse me, Streamlabs. What are you doing? Did I not save it? Okay, it should just be there. Alright, good, go. Okay. And then I've got commands. Okay. It appears to be working. There we go. Well, let's just go ahead and start into the story here. So, without warning, the island suddenly appeared in the sky. I can read a lot faster. I'll have to read slower for some of these next ones. 4 foul and wicked beings claimed it for themselves. Whew. They possessed frightening powers of chaos, destruction, terror, and death. The people were horrified. The evil ones. They called the evil ones Sinistrals. The reign of terror continued. I mean, that's something to stop it, of course. The world massed its warriors to battle their dark foes. The world's dark foes, I guess. But the Sinistrals were all powerful. Until, in desperation, the people called on their bravest fighters. Artia, Guy, Maxim, and Salam. And so began the final battle. Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. So, funny thing, this is the first game in the series, but the second game in the series is actually the prequel. It's weird. Anyway, rating time. Again, we go on a 2,000 point scale, as always. First digit is would I play it, and would I recommend it to others. Second digit is how it looks. Third digit is how much fun it is. And fourth digit is how much I want to finish it or how likely I'm going to finish it. This game, I gave it a 1679. So yes, it's fun. I recommend it to people. How it looks, I mean, it's an older RPG. It doesn't look the best, but it's still alright. How much fun is it? 7 on the fun. It's an RPG. It gets a little grindy, not for everybody. And then how likely and how much I want to finish it to 9. It's a role-playing game. I'm going to finish all of these. I love role-playing games. It's my jam. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number journey was saved. 1, 2, 3. Initial. Enter your name. I don't like that they were all blank. It's been a while since I played this, and I kind of feel like if they're all blank, my memory card here might not be working too well. Hey, BK! You missed all the intro, but that's okay. BK, does the main character in this game have a dedicated name? I'm gonna look it up, but do you know? Apparently this says it's Maxim. So, I mean, I know it's his descendants, but I guess he's just referred to as hero or descendant of Maxim. Alright. Alright. Yeah, there we go. So, like, Maxim the fucking 23rd or something, right? Actually, I believe isn't he a direct descendant, like, son or grandson of Maxim? I want to say that. Because Lufia 2 is Maxim's story. And you do play as Maxim at the beginning of this game, I remember, but I can't recall. But either way, I thought this was pretty far in the future from Lufia 2. I didn't think so. I thought this was like, the world was saved, and then, oh shit. But I guess we'll find out. Cool, then the hero's name is gonna be Mike. It's because there's no reason for it to not be. So the only thing I noticed, BK, is that all my save files were gone, which usually means my battery in the cartridge is dead. And I already read all of this, so I'm gonna just kind of skip over this. So yeah, that's my only fear at this point, is if my battery is dead. I don't want to turn this off until I beat it, and that could take several streams worth of gaming. I should have tested this. I tested my Lufia 2, but I didn't test this one, so I thought it was still good. Alright, enjoy your rounds. Gotta skip this. People were horrified. Had I known the game was going to read this again, I wouldn't have read it during the intro. That's okay. You live, you learn, you get loves, and then you don't make that mistake a second time. I would probably make that mistake a second time. Alright, here we are. And so began the final battle. It's so dark. I feel the energy. Very dark energy. Beware, it's powerful. Salam, light magic! As you wish. Oof. Is this the Fortress of Doom? So cold, it freezes straight to the heart. Welcome, Maxim. Dallas, it's you, isn't it? Show yourself! Approach my chambers above. I'll wait for you. Oop, oop, oop. Back up, back up. Alright, hold on. I wanted to look at that. Alright, we got 87 miracles. Lots of X arrows, X bombs. Everyone is in their 70s. That's pretty high level. Gotta say. Some good magic. Holy fuck, guy. 237 on the weight. messaging too fast. For some reason I thought Salon had way more magic than this. Is there no, like, status screen for these guys? It's been a while. That's right, this game doesn't even have a run in it. Like the other game. Oof. Oof. Move the pointer to the spell. Press the X button to see what the spell can do. It's a good tip for any game. Glacier! Why did you attack the nothing? Because they were gone. I forgot that that's a thing in this game too. Oh no! Oh no, I hate that mechanic. Power potions! I'm just gonna go straight for the end. There's no reason to continue this on any longer than it needs to be. Right, I have to kind of pay attention to how many hits it is to kill one of these guys, so I don't waste guys' attack like that. I feel like this might be a guy turns to stone. Cool, bunch of level ups. It's always nice. Wonder if guy will be stone still at the start of the next battle. Stone cure. Alright, so it should be good. You know what? Can I go back? I cannot go back. Should be about 3 hits on the Hydra. Only 2. I forget how wonky the turn order in the game was. Hey, there we go, guy. You leveled up. But I mean, the music is epic. But I think I may have overestimated how this game looks. Because it's looking a little rougher than I remember. Bunch of stone guys. What do we have? We have Sunder? Yeah, Sunder. That's right, if they're in a group, you can just attack the group and they'll continually attack whoever. So it's just when they're individuals, you have to make sure you don't attack the individual too much. Is this up or is this just more treasure? More treasure. Here we are. A mad wolf and an freak. Ah! Was not expecting the mad wolf to go down in just 2 hits from the back row. It's alright. Hey, look at that. There's a bunch of guys in stone up here. That's not foreboding. It's not going to make a difference. That'll be absolutely fine. You may cross. Axima could be a trap. He said cross, let's go! But Devs tests us. He senses our feelings. Don't show any fear. You're right, that's what he's doing. Power strong. The hopes of my people energize me. Come on, Salon. The world's last and only chance. I know. There's still hope as long as the dual blade keeps its light. Dual blade boosts our powers. It makes us even stronger in the center of this darkness. Alright, mate, welcome back. We will destroy the Sin Scrolls and restore peace to the world. This we promise. We promise together. Ha ha ha. I sense your hope. Indeed, it is powerful. Sinistros, your reign over tyranny is over. Do you hear me? We will finish you once and for all. Woman's energy flows strangely. Is this human? Love. Such a thing is unknown to us. No matter, it's easily smashed. Whew. This game's a little rougher than I remember, BK. Mostly because I played a lot of 2. Didn't really play a whole lot of this one. It's a little rougher than I remember. Since your strength, word the opponent. Das! With the dual blades that return the pain you gave to my people. Oh, ask me shut. Fight me first. Alright, Gades. Valor, right? No. Champion. Nope. Stronger. Nope. Maybe none of them. Boost. No. But one made me stronger. But I can protect the party. What do you have? Okay, let's do some thunder. Lowers enemy defense. Rally? Nope. Warp away! Okay. I guess there really isn't any magic that I want to be playing with. Just gonna go ahead and protect. Get a bunch of magic resistance. Just start wailing on this guy. This game's a lot more rough than 2. It for sure is. What year did this game come out in? It's a good question. It's a good question. Compared to the second one. This one came out in 1993. And Lufia 2 came out in... $1995. It's only 2 years later, and you can see all the improvements they made over that 2-year time frame. Destroy. What a name for an attack that only did 122 damage. You would think that a name like Destroy, he'd be coming in with some 400 damage attack. Nope, not the case. I'm gonna not go any further, I guess. From Amman, or Amen. We should really be hitting with Thunder every round. It just does so much more damage than her base attack. Sunder! Sunder. There's a party heal, isn't there? Is that champion party heal? Nope. Valor? That one fully restores the party. Screw it. What else am I going to do with all of this mana? I mean, look at the items I have in the game. Miracles, Stone Cures, X Potions, X Bombs, X Arrows. What's an X Arrow going to do? Let's find out. can't lose the intro. It's, I mean, you would have to try. You can, if you, like, never restore any health. X arrows at 28 whole fucking damage. Gotta love that shit. But yeah, it's definitely possible to lose this intro. But it's hard. It's very hard to lose this intro. Let's see the X-Bomb then. If the X-Arrow did 28 damage, how much is the X-Bomb gonna do? The fact that he's doing these long-ass hits. Gonna hit all of my guys. It's alright, we'll take our time, we'll take our time. X-Bomb, 49! Oof. Alright, we're already 2 of the 4 final bosses down. I mean, that's just how quick this game is. Maximus, come and join your friends! You're not my friends, Mom! Is it just me, or you guys notice the hollow, soulless eyes? Aram is a much better model in 1 than... Oh, this one than in 2? I don't remember Aram's model in 2, off the top of my head. We're gonna look it up, because I've got a minute. It's different. I don't know if I'd say this is better. She's all legs and a skull shield. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. She's got a cool lance. It's got like a 4-pronged guard to it, which looks pretty cool. But this one, I mean, the glowy texture in the background is kind of annoying, but the dark, soulless eyes and a trident, it's pretty fucking cool. You don't see a whole lot of tridents. That did 48 whole damage, huh? Alright, well, I'm gonna tell you what we're not gonna be doing again. Maybe she's weak to magic. To magic. Not magic. Sorry. Weak to ice. Maybe it was just the lightning attack that didn't do that much damage. I mean, not that I believe that. I think she's just strong to all magic. But we'll find out! Yeah, no, just strong to magic. Just start pummeling her. The one thing about this game is this is pretty much a shot-for-shot end of the second game. Pretty hard to like have that mystery in the second game of like, well, what's gonna happen at the end when you play the end of 2 in this game. Very interesting concept that I would say would be pretty tough to pull off today. So I think people would receive that a little too critically. Magnificent! A true fighter. It is truly a pity I must destroy you. I can tell you that Daus. Is it D-O? Oh, it's D-A-O-S. Daus's image in Lufia 2 is way cooler. I had a picture of it. Here we are. Let me look at it. It's tiny here, so I'm going to lean in. But yeah, no, like this is has anybody, and by anybody I mean, I guess I just mean DK here, played Shovel Knight, because this reminds me of what King Knight would look like if he was just a little bigger. Pretty super unique and definitely well done by Natsume. This is Taito, not Natsume. T-A-I-T-O. What's the second one, Natsume, though? because this one is not. Lufia 2. It was Natsume. They had a different developer in this game. I didn't know that. Well, that would be probably why they were able to make it look so much nicer. Because this game, I mean, it's not bad looking. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's definitely doable. You know the reason why the whole overlapping story is impressive? Yeah, 2 teams doing that? That's, 2 different teams, making a sequel. Usually when you hear of a different team picking up a sequel, you're like, ugh. But they did it well, and then they did a prequel that you actually cared about. I mean, they were given a good source material, I guess, because you have this whole story to start off this game. You are not explained how they got there, what their background was. You just kind of shoved into this whole, hey, here's some super overpowered characters. We're going to have you start the game with them. You'll learn a couple snippets of story. They'll talk to each other here, and then you won't see them again because they ain't going to make it out of this for the most part. And then you're starting a whole different game. The only reason now I'm trying to think, isn't the elf guy, didn't he live and make it to Lufia 2? Or didn't he live Lufia 2 and make it into this game? And that's how you know the game's only like 70 years in the future? Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. We'll look at how many years. We'll look up how many years are known between. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, Artia is in this one, but elves live a long time. Yeah, but I think he was... I mean, they only live like 300 years. So at the very least, it can't be that many generations. Holy fuck. This one is, this timeline is way too, involved. It would take me a minute. I want to know. I want to know at the timeline. Man, I think we'd have such a lore-heavy stream. When it comes to role-playing games, this is the end of everything. That's a good line. When it comes to role-playing games, there's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of grindy time. And I can either tell you about me and my life, but BK, you and me are friends on a personal level. So I don't really know that that's going to make 99 years in the future. There you go. See? That's, like... grandkid. Maybe great-grandkid. That depends on how long in between fucking this is going on. They want to destroy us. Not only us, if you flow erupts, the world will cease to exist. What? Won't let that happen. Can't do it alone. Join me. Merge your flows with mine. Quickly, we don't have time. Don't cross the streams. Ha ha ha. Fools, our dark powers are vast. Your feeble efforts are no match against us. Give it all you got! Maxim, so I can't take much more of this. Fine, everyone concentrate. Filthy pests. Ready? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Guy, I like how he goes to Guy first. Fine. Yeah. Let's go to Celine last. What's the matter? Finally restored peace of the world. Yes, we did. Let's go home. No, I'm not going home. What are you saying? The eruption went through me. I can't even speak. No, Celine, no. I wish I could stand on our landing with you once again. Hold my child. Yeah, probably like the first time I cried at a video game was the end of Lufia 2. Knowing the backstory of what brought you here, and watching this unfold after 30, 40 hours of playing the game, I was like, that's fucking deep. You know, when you just start the game, you're like, alright, I mean, they got some shit going on, but I mean, the fact they sacrificed themselves here, you don't know. You played over them for a little bit, you got some interesting story, but you're not feeling for them. So we should go. He's right, it's the only way. The world will know, I promise you. Goodbye, my friend. Warp! Yeah, she cut deep at the end. I played L2 before playing this one. I also played Lufia 2 before playing this one. So I didn't even know this one started like that, but I could just imagine. Thus, the battle ended. The island plummeted into the depths of the sea. The Sinistrals vanished and never returned. In time, I came to remember this, the Battle of Doom Island. Lufia, Fortress of Doom. Years passed since the Great Conflict. See, if we just waited, we would have figured it out. Once again, peace settled over the kingdoms. Life was good, and troubles were few. The Battle of Doom Island soon faded from memory. 90 years? 90 years, and you forget a whole Battle of Doom Island? People lived and worked in harmony once more. There's gotta be people alive that were, barely remembered. Maybe their parents talked about it. That's when the trouble started. I mean, at this point, that's like saying World War I is forgotten. It's been 90 years, pretty much, since World War I. You'd be like, I don't really remember it. Let's just forget it existed. Germany's doing good things now. Hello, Roman. Oh, Mike. Come for a visit, have you? Yes. My, you're a mess today. Went adventuring again, did you? I went to the caves today. Wouldn't push my luck if I were you. But then again, I haven't seen any monsters lately. It's okay, I'm not afraid of any monsters. Actually, I think Guy is in this one too. Is he? Maybe. He's at least referenced. I do believe that. Hello, young lady. Are you all alone? You're new around here. What's your name? Are you lost? Is everything alright? My name's Mike. What's yours? Lufia. My name is Lufia. That's a nice name. Hey, Lufia, where are your parents? They're dead. Where do you live? Nowhere. They're dead. Let's play. Artia definitely. Oh, an elf. An elf is gonna live. Actually, I think at Lufia 2, the end of Lufia 2, like the scrolling credits, I believe he's referenced to be in this game. Alright, what do you want to do? Tag. I'll run. And Mike, you come after me. Alright, I'll count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, whee! Ha ha ha! It's a great voice for her. 3. Ready or not, here I come. Yeah, like at the end of Lufia 2, it's like, Artia will be seen again, or something like that. He'll help the world again or something. Seems like a nice girl. I wonder who she is. 9 years later. 99 years after the events of the first game. Time for the afternoon training. Nobody's coming today anyway. Just another day off. Hey, I have an idea. Jack said he was going to chase Yuria around the castle again. Let's go watch. This I have to see. I don't have to see it. I don't believe this. I mean, I guess I do believe it because I'm going. I'm not controlling it. This is just happening. All on its own. Lighten up, Mike. They're just having some fun. What's that peace all about, right? What would you do if the monster suddenly attacked? Monsters get real. There haven't been any monsters around here for 100 years. It's only been 99. Almost as long as it took the Cubs to win the World Series. Zing. Lufia. Why, Mike? Aren't you new guys supposed to be training today? How'd you know that? And you also know why I'm here. Skipping out again, I imagine. The commander won't like it if you don't practice. Not skipping out. No one came, so drill was canceled. Oh, I see. How about you, Lufia? What are you doing? Found some Lufia buds over there. What's Lufia? Is that a real plant? Here, which ones? Probably all of them, you dunce. They're all over the place. Look closer. Lufia almost ever bloom. When they do, they're pretty when they do. Always the flower lover. I guess you're right. I remember making wreaths for you, Mike, when we were children. It made me dizzy with so many flowers. Yes, those were happy times, weren't they? Tell me, Lufia, what do you think about life the way it is today? It's boring. It's good. I think we have peace, and while you're here, not all this peace will last. Life used to be so hard 100 years ago. Are you thinking about the past again? What would we do if the Sinistrals returned? Maximus dead. Who would defend us? You're a knight of Alicia, aren't you? Doesn't Maxim's blood run in your veins? Won't that be enough? We should be able to. I'll make you some cinnamon tea. I haven't made it for a while. Cinnamon tea, one of your recipes that actually tastes good. Oh, you. I'll have you know it's very popular with our guests. That's odd. Aren't you using... what? You know, herbs that change the taste of things? The stuff people say is made by the Leiden wizard? Well, I never. If that's what you think, then I'll never let you drink it. Oh, come on, Lufia, I'm just kidding. Don't be angry. Come on, let's have that cinnamon tea. How about some of your cinnamon pie? Cinnamon pie is the best in the whole world. Oh, yeah. Sure you love your pie. You have some nerve. If you're going to be that nice, I'll have to make a cinnamon pie, won't I? Roman, I'm going to use the oven now. Oh, yeah, you're going to bake something with cinnamon pie. Lots of cinnamon pie. You're going to love it. Yeah. She's in a good mood. What happened? Nothing. Just said that her cinnamon pie was the best in the world. That's all. I see. Well, she hardly ever bakes for me when I asked her, you know. Well, Lufia owes you so much. You think the least you do is bake a pie for you. Oh, I don't do that much. I'm just an innkeeper. I remember 9 years ago. Like it was just a minute and a half ago in the time. Has it been 9 years already? Have you heard? People say monsters attack the kingdom of Sharon. Ed Sharon. I don't know about that. If it were true, why don't the knights look into it? That's what they're for, right? The kingdom of Sharon won't let the Alakian knights enter. Besides, they're all too lazy. No one will go and see. Isn't that the truth? As a knight, I take offense to that. And he just run away as she's making pies? Might go and have some tea. The pie will be ready soon. He's gone. He done gone. Mike, where are you? You mean the young man? He just left. Really? Whoever's thinking that, Mike, I'll never forgive him. Now, BK, have you seen the Lufia 2 glitches where people beat the game in like a minute and a half twice so that they can unlock the special dungeon? See, that shit's wild. Why can't I look at... oh, there we go. Let's actually click on it. So the dagger will help. The knife will not. Obviously, I'm going to have to buy the dagger immediately. I've watched a Games Done Quick broadcast. They explain how they do it and how it works. Yeah, I've seen... I think I saw like the YouTube recording of that, and it is absolutely nuts. Like, you have to have a game with like the right items in the right spot, and it's absolutely nuts. So a cloth helm would be good, but I do not have enough for it. All about that strength anyway, baby. All about that strength. Is there anything else of importance that I can get in this town? Is there like one of these secret back doors somewhere? Because there's stairs there. There's going to be a way to get to the stairs behind that to get to that treasure chest. You know it's going to be somewhere. Northern caves. My husband hates rain. That's why he uses the underground path. Yes. All about the strength. That shit will not serve you well in this game. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be good. But yeah, this game does wreck people. It is not for the faint of heart. This game has a difficulty curve that is very curvy. You know, I actually need to shrink my projector screen down a little bit and get some screen jump as I'm watching the game. I know you guys aren't. That's just because it's better. It's just hurting my eyes. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be fine. Hey, there we go. Cloth out. Yeah, I should probably equip the things I have, huh? Already, see, look, we're better off. Hey, I am a master, just an absolute commander of just spending way too much time grinding, because I find grinding to be relaxing and enjoyment leading. Maybe not the best stream content, but it's fine. I'm not here for your entertainment. I mean, I'm kind of here for your entertainment. So I know that even if you grind a bunch in this game, it's not, like, easy. But at least it won't be, like, kicking my ass all the time. Certain parts, for sure. My bigger problem with games is too good to use syndrome. Where I really don't like it. I think that was a revive? It was a revive. Where I don't like using items. It's because, too good to use. You know, like, why would I need to use this potion now when I might have to use it later? I'll just go back to town or something. That's why your RPG streams don't do as well? Hey, that's not true. You just don't know how to entertain with an RPG. No, I'm kidding. They are tougher streams. But I think the reason your RPG streams might not do that well is you just don't have the audience that likes and plays that many RPGs. Honestly, I think you kind of have hyped yourself up as Rocket League and more action-y based games. So you just don't have the following that's like, fuck yeah, I'm in the mood to watch an RPG. There are people out there that are all like, I could watch somebody else grind for hours. Hey, give me 100 gold pieces just because I'm going to go look into the issue. Yeah, Metroidvanias. Yeah, that as well. So, I mean, you can't expect to have the same crowd that wants to watch both types of games. There'll be some overlap, but you know, if you focus on one thing and then change it, you know, you might not have the same group of people. That's not to say that if you don't do it more, you might gain a following for that as well. But it's bracelet. It is definitely harder. Stuffed bear. I don't remember some of these items. It's definitely harder to be a variety streamer, because as a variety streamer, people are rarely coming to watch the games because you bounce around a lot, you variety a lot. People are coming to watch you. And if you have a couple days You're just not on fire. You're just having a couple days where like, I'm just low energy today. And people that have watched you once or twice come in and are like, oh, this guy's not that good anyway. You're not going to retain anybody. And it's difficult. It's difficult. So I've got big energy today. That and I'm just in a good mood. Stuffed bear, what do we do? It doesn't tell me. Okay. Well, at least I picked up a bracelet. I can't equip the bracelet. I'm not a girl. That's fine. It's fine. Don't need the bracelet. Don't know what the teddy bear does, though. Let's go leave town, head north, try to fight some guys. There's no info on the items. Not here. I know during battle, there was the ability to look at info on spells. Not on items, though. So what does a swing wing do? What does a stuffed bear do? Who knows? I'm sure it's just like to sell. I'm getting a little too far away from the castle. And, a little worried about that before I get a couple levels in me. Because these guys are already doing enough damage where they could potentially kill me here. If they both hit 4s. But I thought you don't like using items. I don't. I still want to know what they do. Like, not a big fan of using the items, but I don't want to not have the ability. Like, what if the stuffed bear puts enemies to sleep, and that's what I need to not die? Just like one round of that nonsense. What if you sell it for money? Because then it's not an item to use, that's just an item to sell. Lots of questions. Don't know what it does. Ambushed. That's not a good thing. We'll be alright. Mad Shroom. 7 health, 5 strength, 1 magic resistance. I did not see a defense go up there. It's concerning. 5 strength is great, because there's a chance that I can now one-shot more than just the Mad Newt. And that's my end goal here before I leave, is just to be able to one-shot a couple of these guys. Just for, like, safety. Safety. Nope, I already know I can one-shot you, Newt. So even though my strength went up 5, it didn't look like my attack went up all that much. How many healing items do I have? Just the sweet waters? And a couple potions. Trying to use this up there? Can't use it here. I tried. Tried to use the stuffed bear. Alright, there we go. One shot the Mad Shroom. I'm all for it. Woo! Did not one shot that Mad Shroom. Now, BK, do you have a map pulled up? What is to the left? Is there anything? You're my guy. Speedruns of this game are lame. I'm sure. I don't think there's too many exploits in this game. Or is there one big exploit and that's just what it is? I think... Is it this game? Where you can get like the stats of the end game guy? Stats of Maxim? into your character? Or am I thinking a different series? There's a shrine! I've made it far enough to see the shrine. What's in the shrine? What's in the box? So teleport shrine. And it teleports me to some old guy. I protect the world from here. You'll be back again soon, but for now, go to the kingdom of Sharon. I'll give you part of my power for the next battle. Close your eyes. What do you mean by give me part? You just restored my health? Is that what you did? So this is like a teleport room? Yeah. This is a teleport room. But they won't even let me leave. Alright. It's fine. At least I know. Why in these games they put in some teleport rooms? Oh no, it's cool. I figured it out. I don't need to go that way. Wow, these guys have more than 15 health. The jellyfish, those are the big bitches in here. Yeah. There we go. 3 MP is strength, agility, and magic resistance. We should be set now. We'll be quicker than all the enemies. We're gonna be stronger than all the enemies. We are ready. Where do you save? That's gonna be in a church, right? This is still the time when they make all the saves in churches. Oh, there it is. Record. Yep. Still don't like that. All the saves are gone on this cartridge, because that's not concerning at all. Means two things. Means I'm never going to turn this game off, but I still have to save on the off chance that I die. I need a place to revive at. So, unless the game after you die makes you reset. I found a great potion just in the grass because I couldn't walk through it. Just a spot in the grass I couldn't walk through. And what do I find? Great potion. You're going to charge me to go that in, so I'm fine. There's a bigger store nearby. Heard. Yes, chef. My friend Lila works this year. I'm worried about her. She's probably dead. Monsters Sharon never knows about it. No one wants to go find out. Why would no one want to go find out? That kind of seems like it would be... I could sell it, stuff bear. How much does it sell for? 25. It's enough to where I'm just going to hold on to it. Smoke ball! That one probably goes to the castle, but where does this one go to? That's the other thing about Lufia too. You can see the enemies before you run into them, which is just such a nice mechanic. It's not random battles, at least in the dungeons. I like that concept. And two, you move a little faster than a snail. 200 gold pieces and a potion. Ambushed by a big spider. Bite! As long as I don't get ambushed by an eagle. So I can't go any further that way? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Lots of random battles. So now we can sit and comment on all of the character designs of all the random enemy battles, because there's lots of them, and they're all really great. Like, look at the Big Newt. It's a little brown, almost like poop. It looks like poop. Hey, but I got a grilled newt out of it. Those jellyfish. Jellyfish. Just, I guess they're jellyfish, huh? They call them jellyfish. Why do they call them jellyfish? They're not in the water. They don't have any tentacles, they're jellies. Do we think that's a bad translation? Or do we think that they actually wanted to call them jellyfish? I think that's a bad translation. That would be my guess. I think they wanted to call them jellies or blobs, and ended up going with jellyfish. It's like, what do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. How dare you hit me with your fangs? I haven't one-shot a spider yet. Though, as far as spiders go, just based on the size of those guys, I want to say that those are probably closer to tarantulas. Oh no, I hit him by 10. He hit me by 6. It's a big move. Beep boop. Ah, see? It's the back half of this dungeon over here. Alright, back. Your cat threw up. Well, that's just dandy. Should hit the newt first. That's a guaranteed kill. Don't know why I would go for the other guy. Fucker. Which guy? The guy that didn't die in one hit, or your cat? Both. Nice. Was it like hairball or food or like you don't know why your cat's throwing up, so maybe we need to keep an eye on him for the night. Hairball? That happens. I'm like 2 battles away from a level. Maybe 1 big battle. So I'm just gonna stay out here. Fucking jellyfish. It's not even a fucking fish. It's a blob. It's a goddamn jelly. Didn't even give me enough experience for a level. Alright. Big newt and a jellyfish. It's enough for the level. And we got at least part of that cave explored. 2 strength. Learn strong. Good. Now I don't have to run back to town every time I'm hurt. I should be able to strong myself back to life. But since I'm here. So where was I? Something, 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 dark side. Something, 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 complete. Yeah, I want to say almost all of your defense in this game comes from armor. Very little from levels, if at all. I know agility helps you dodge hits. But I don't remember if levels increase your defense at all. Alright. Uh-oh. So go quickly and return to Lufia. Why would I do that? Careful. It's still here. What is it? It's it. Yeah, but what is it? It's it. Hey, hear me? happened? Something evil attacked us. This is why monsters went crazy. Let me scare you. Never mind me. Let's go find help the others. Sir? 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 He's dead. What is it? It's it. Yeah, I got that. But what is it? It's it. Fucking epic. Monsters like us. Their leader, something, wore a black cape. Be brave. All the chests are empty. Maybe I want a chest. You must do something before Lufia is destroyed. Go back and inform the king right now. At the entrance to Sharon Castle. What's over here? Is this just an out? Like, part of me wants to go up to the top of the castle. Like, is everyone dead in there? Or do I really need to turn around and run back? Ah, we got treasure chests. Potion, 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 and potion. Super awesome chests. We got 4 more over here. Awaken, foul water, antidote, and sweet water. Alright, that's a little diversity at least. It's dangerous here. Go home quickly. Foul water. Sweet water. I like games that still put things in bookcases and shelves like that. Ooh, mid-air. That's still delightful to me. Because it's not an obvious treasure chest. So people that have never played a game like that, like kids today. If a kid today picked up this game, do you think a single one of them would check the bookshelf? Unlikely. Unlikely. It's possible. You know, they might be like, well, maybe there's some lore in the game. Maybe I'll go try to read a book if they're interested. And they might go up to like 1, and if they don't find something right away, they'll be like, ah, there's nothing, it's just background. Never gonna look at it again. So that's all I'm doing. It looks like I'm playing a video game? No, I'm trying to help the youth. Nah, fam, there ain't no icon showing where to look. It's true. It's locked. Guessing it's also locked. And the king is gone. I'm now the king. There's a switch there. I'd like to get the switch. Hey, pup! Did I go down the middle one? I feel like I didn't. Did I? Oh, no, just way up. Okay. We are done exploring. We get to leave and go back now. What kind of horrible things befall the starting town where we started? Where we have all of our friends. And possibly family? I don't remember talking to anyone that was like, now son, go be a good kid. So I'm not sure I have any family in this town. I would seem to have a home because I'm not living at the inn with the innkeeper. But I'm also a knight, so it's possible I'm just living at the castle with the knights. This fight might suck a little. Especially if my guy decides to attack the one on the right instead of finishing the one on the left. Like he did. Oh, wait. Those? Wait. These are all excellent questions to expect to answer in a lore book. Oh shit. About my parents? They don't have parents, or they don't have lore books. And why would a lore book answer the question? My parents aren't lore. My parents are just existing people. Unless you mean like an instruction book like that would have some more information outside of the game. Which is possible. I'm here to tell you it's true. Now, here's the deal. If I need to run back to my town, you think that they would stop here, right? Whatever the enemies are. Little town on the way, they can sweep through in a day, and they're gonna have some houses set up here. They're gonna have a pre-established little base. Like, if I was raiding one castle to the next, I would stop at the little town just to raid it for supplies, have a little base of operations, set up a camp. Whatever I needed to, before storming the castle where I know there's going to be some resistance. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Strategical. You played StarCraft? Yes, I have. Now, tell me, why is it that when I get all the way back here, that some shit's going to be happening immediately? I'm not talking like 2 seconds. I mean, as soon as I go talk to the king, or whoever, I should probably heal first, that something's going to show up at the door. Like they followed me here. She shut herself upstairs. She should go say something. Man, I played StarCraft recently. Don't even say back in the day. Oh, you know what? I never checked up here, did I? I guess there's only one thing to check up here. Haha, but there was a dress! How you doing? I'll never forgive you. Please listen, I'm sorry I left like that, but there's trouble in Sharon right now. I had to go there. You stayed for some pie. You can always make cinnamon pie. Sharon's more important than my pie, is that what you're saying? Yes, an entire castle and village of people is more important than just a piece of pie. Why you? I understand. Go away. Leave me alone. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll leave. Hey, Mike. You know, Mike, Lufia isn't really angry because you didn't eat the pie. I know. Because you went off to dangerous territory alone. I know. You think she'd listen to me? Some of you are funny. You know you'd be running off such dangerous places. I don't even understand myself. Must be that maximum blood in you. Would you take Lufia some hot milk later on? And please tell her that Fury are in bloom. Flowers. She was waiting for them to bloom. Push yourself so much. Come back here if you get hurt. We're always open until you're destroyed. Because that's how this game's gonna go. It has to. It has to go that way. Alright. How did I get back to the princess here? Miss True, tell father right away. Okay. Dunskies. Maybe this guy? You know what? Did I go up this side? It's over here. Yes, I did. Alright, King. Estia's been meddling in military affairs. Well, the military needs shaking up anyway. That's it? That's the whole conversation? Oh, you'll tell father to go form a detail, not that I get to tell the king in detail. Okay. I feel like I'm missing somebody to talk to here. Like somebody's gotta have just a smidge of important information for me. The other reason I know that I don't have a house, I don't have a home in this village, is because I rest at the inn. If I had a house with family or parents here in this town, I would rest at home, not at the inn. Maybe I go back and talk to Lufia again? Hey, are you gonna be less angry with me now? Nope, still a nice good old go away. Forming a detail, there was that little starting area. Over this way. I'll find it eventually. That had the two guys in it that we were training at. Maybe that's where I've got to go. know how to use magic. Come on. Get out of here. Like I've never played a game before. You guys, are you the detailed? Ah, no, see? See? They do tell you to stand in front of the dressers and press A. Look at that. It takes you till you come back here to do that, but they do it. Alright, well then I guess I'll just leave. I guess this isn't the way to leave. Alright, I'm not controlling it. Guy's moving on his own. We are progressing. What's wrong, Lufia? You're going somewhere dangerous again, aren't you? Yes. Will you leave anyway? You know everything, don't you? Take me with you. I can't. I thought you said still want to go with you. No! No way! I won't take no for an answer. I'm still mad at you about the pie. I'll take care of myself just fine. You don't like me, do you? No, obviously. If that's all it takes, then I was tired of you long ago. Haha! Zing! Harsh! Lufia, dangers lie ahead. I can protect myself, but I don't know if I can protect you. Please understand. Well, I don't. Well, why won't you listen? Remember the danger ahead. I'm not afraid. Man, in Lufia 2... Lufia, or is her name Lufia in Lufia 2? She was given such a shit hand, though. Could you imagine? Like, be in love with Maxim, and then he just, like, hooks up with the first strong girl he sees instead? Tia! Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Just like that. That's such a low fucking blow. Promise you never leave me. Promise. That's all I wanted to hear. Alright. Well, let's actually get you some equipment here, huh? Already have a dress, but you can have this bracelet. Nothing for the helm, nothing for the ring. I mean, an extra dress is fine. But yeah, no, Tia was given such a short hand there. It's just like... shitty draw. That's all it is. Oh wow, she starts at level 1, huh? Couldn't have given her just like a little experience? I mean, even level 2. You knew that we were going to be making our way all the way to Sheer and back. That there was no chance that she was going to get all the way to level 2. And ambushed. So she's dead. It's going to be hard for her to live this fight. She does have Flash. Let's try it. See if that's enough damage to take out a guy. It is. Helpful. Helpful. This game is fucking... Oh, it's the combat? How it just randomly attacks somebody in the row? It. Don't die. Ah, fuck. And then I use the strong on somebody that's not even alive. Well... back to the first town to revive her, because I can't do it at a regular inn. I mean, I have a revive. But I'm right here. No sense in using the revive. Hey, she's back. Target shifts just like Final Fantasy 1. Yep. Oh, it is a little different than Final Fantasy 1. Is it? God, it's been a long time since I played 1. I can target different groups and attack individuals like that. I think you could do that in 1. Oh my god, it's been forever since I played 1. Critical? for 6 whole damage. Woo! Yeah. It's gonna take a while. It's alright. She's not here to hit hard anyway. She's here to have magic. And be a magic user. Good thing slash bad thing is now they're giving me at least a couple more enemies to fight in a fight. So the ability to level up is higher, faster for her. Not that it's gonna be any easier, because she can take like fucking 15 damage in a row and just be dead if everyone attacks her. But at least the fights that she does live, it'll be easy to get a bunch of experience out of. Alright, she attacked each of them individually, so I was about to say that should be a kill. I got 6 whole gold pieces, which means I can now rest at the inn once and have a profit of 1. I guess if I just use her magic till it's all gone, things go pretty quickly. It's 5 experience to level up, but she might not live the next fight, so we'll go ahead and stay at the inn. Boo, boo, boo. I love it. I'm an hour and 15 minutes into this game. Didn't mean to step into the top. And I'm at level 4. I mean, I know part of the beginning was going through that other little cutscene area where you, or cutscene beginning area, but still. That is my least favorite thing, though, is when a game knows you need 5 experience to level up, and then give you the fight that's going to give you 4 experience. It's like, come on, guys. Just fucking give me the other fight. Give me the fight that has 1 more guy. Give me the fight that's got a little bit of a stronger guy. The grind is real, but also I think at level 3 I will be safe enough to get through much of the game. It might not be a bad idea to level grind off stream. Here's the deal. I don't care. That's truly what it comes down to. If people want to, just come, hang out, chat, watch me grind, cool. If they don't, then they won't. I'm here for me, and if it works out that somebody wants to come and enjoy me and what I'm doing, love it. I'm all on board. Whatever you want, I'm here for it. But if they just don't, they're not into it, then that's fine too. I have other streams on other days for other people. You alright? Pull yourself together. Friday night, my sister Lila's at Sharon Castle. Sister, I can't remember because I'm worried monsters attack me. Please take me to Sharon. You can trust me, go back to the village, there's danger ahead. Alright, I'm sure she's fine. Alright, sure. She's fine. Nice, we got a surprise attack. Maybe, just maybe, between the attacks, it'll be enough to kill a spider. Turns out no. They're all just attacking in the worst patterns. Alright, well, 2 of them will go down here. Would have been nice to have the other one go down earlier. Poison! Poison! How dare you. Wow, that is Okay. I was gonna start tanking my health there pretty quick. Hope you got antidotes. I think I have one. I'm not really sure I want to use it. I think I can make it. So I don't think that's 1 point to damage per. Pretty sure it's fine. Can you heal me? Shit. Alright, maybe I do need to use the potion. Or antidote. I can't risk it. I mean, at the longest, this game's going to take me somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 hours to complete with the grinding. It's just, it's not that long of a game. There's not that many story pieces to the game where it would take too much longer than that. So, if people aren't into the grind, it's fine. They don't need to be. I think that was the thing in the basement that was lowered with that, right? Yep. The basement hatch opened. Mike! They said, who's there? If you didn't see it fast enough. Mike, knight from the kingdom of Lufia. I've come to help. Great, here to rescue the king? What? Only two? What do the knights of Lufia do in our country? Damn, you should be grateful. I know. Mike, it's amazing someone was called a king. Probably. Very important. Excuse me, is Lila here? Lila, your brother has to find you. Brother Daniel? What about you? Let's get out of here. Take you back to Lika. I understand. Thank you. We now have a giant party. And I found a great potion. Well, I'm thinking about it. What game is next? Because it's going to take a couple weeks to get to the next game. But I'm still legitimately curious on what game is next on my list. Oh! If you're not interested in this game, if you're just here in, like, Lufia, yeah, not really my shit. The next game will be a super interesting one, where it is the Super Nintendo Doom. Uh-oh. Who dares enter my domain? It's him. He's the one who destroyed everything. Ha! Lucky night. Yet you seem different from the others. Lufia, take care of her and leave. You're in great danger. But, Mike! Go get the knights quickly. Something evil is at work here. Why did you destroy so many? I need no reason. My mission is destruction. No more, no less. Destruction. Think you can get away with such an evil deed? Puny knight, I am evil! Evil? I am Gates, Sinistral of Destruction. Oh yeah, then I'm fucked. Escape! 18 17 16, it's going down. Mike, you're going the wrong way. There we go. 17. I like how Gates is just not even attacking. It's like, nah, you can hit me until you get up to like, it's close to 100 damage you need to do, 75. 555 damage. Instant KO. Wow. You, woman, you. What great dialogue. What? Stay away from me. I won't let you take Mike. Go away, leave us alone. So be it. Farewell, woman. Until next time. You alright, Mike? Oh, my man, fine. Well, the king and the others. Everyone arrived in Alicia super quick. Like, I can't walk there that fast. They're safe inside the castle walls. What about the knights? Where are they? Couldn't leave right away, so I returned alone. I was worried about you, Mike. Thanks. I wouldn't have made it without you. Who was that anyway? Couldn't believe my ears. Called himself Gates. Gates? The Sinistral Gates? Thought he died at Doom Island. That's right. He's supposed to have been defeated. That means we know if it was Gates. What about the other three? Amon, Douse, and Aaron. I don't want to know. Let's return to Lufia. Right. Let's return to Chatham Village. Roman. You're alright, Mike. I heard from Lila I was worried. Fine. Well, let's head home. You challenged Gates, didn't you, Mike? Yes. What are you going to do now? First, I'm going to escort Lila from the castle to the village of Chatham, and then going off even further. Yes. Mike, would you mind leaving us for a moment? I'll wait outside. They're going to have a little chat without me. Roman, it's alright, you want to go with him. What? Don't leave, Mike. It's alright that you met each other. I can't leave you all alone. Don't worry about me. I'll sure see you again. Alright, that's it. Just goodbye. Roman. Go now. I'll be back. He said, go! I see. He's playing Monopoly. I just passed go. I gotta go find that girl, right? Is she here? Is she in the castle? Where's the other king? Are they all here? Who you fought against? What was Gates? Gates won Sinistrals? How's that possible? Forgive my request. I'll fully recognize the dangers you're about to face. Prepare for danger. Gates, my mission is starting. Be careful. I should buy some more antidotes before I leave. Probably not be a bad idea. Alright, but like, where's the girl I'm supposed to escort? Is she here? Is she in the castle? Who knows? She's not where I thought she would be. That doesn't mean she's not where I wouldn't think she would be. Alright, well. Over here. Please just let me walk through the gate. Alright, bud. Let's go ahead and buy 10 antidotes. Should be good. Do you need any weaponry? Give you a dagger. Why not? If it's gonna help. I know you're not gonna be as quick, but your attack's gonna go up by 9 points, so if you can do a little bit more damage, I'm all for it. The cloth is better than the dress, huh? Okay. What? Does he have a cloth? He does. Alright. Do a little of equipping here. And then we're off. Are we off? God. I need to find this girl first, just in case. I would really hate, and I should probably save. I would really hate to like get farther into the game and not have the right person with me. Right? That would be bad. Maybe see. Like, I haven't seen the king yet either. Why would I assume they'd stay at the inn? It seems like something that this game would have done. Alright, I don't see her out here at all. I'm going to do one final sweep of the castle, just to make sure I've crossed my T's and dotted my lowercase j's. Not here. Not there. There's no basement to go to. Dotting my lowercase j's. Yeah, it's a Wayne's World reference. Wayne's World 2, to be specific. Ah, they're in the back rooms of the castle. Ah, yeah, here they are. Should take you to Chatham Village. Your brother's waiting. Thank you. Ah, see? See? Needed to. Needed to. Huh? Alright. See, this is why people come to watch me. It's for my Wayne's World references. With the lowercase j's. When's the last time you watched Wayne's World 2? Oh, I remember. Now with the sword, Lufia is not as fast as she used to be. It was never? Excuse me? You've never watched Wayne's World 2? Can I ask why not? Is this a personal reason? Do you have a vendetta against Mike Myers in Wayne's World? I mean, I know Mike Myers is kind of an asshole. But honestly, I was never a fan of Mike Myers or of the Wayne's World, I guess, storytelling. Wayne's World. I didn't even read what that was all about. I just kind of. I gotta talk to them. There he is. Daniel! Lufia! Daniel! Alright. Oh, Daniel. Oh, yeah, that definitely seems like a brother-sister relationship. I'm just so happy. Please don't worry about it. Take care of your cigarette. Give me a word. Just remember, somewhere in Trek who knows about the Sinstrels. Trek is southwest of Sharon. It's far, so be careful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I could see most people being alright with Wayne's World. It is surprising me to hear that you are not a fan. And yet, you're here talking to me. I feel like my comedy and Wayne's World comedy are on a similar par. But I guess if you don't like the concept of 80s rock, good times, and good music. And puns. Oh yes, lots of puns. But, that's fine. You're allowed your opinion. You have better tastes than other things, I guess. Is there any reason to go back here? Are the people are alive again? No, I really don't want to stay here. But I do want to see if there's anything for sale in the shops. You were dead. You were 100% dead. You were just a dead man. Never said your opinion was popular. It's true. But I wouldn't say it's so unpopular that it's ludicrous. Okay. Nobody back in the town. I don't really think there's anything left in the castle to look at. Just the inn was open. And the one guy to make me sure I've saved my progress. Oh, look at that earwig. Alright, let's double hit the earwig and put him out of misery early. And then we can worry about the big newts after that. Well, 3 earwigs. It might take a little damage on this one. Especially if they all attack Lufia. I need to find the next guy so I can throw him in the top row so Lufia doesn't keep getting fucking dunked on. Jesus. Baby crab, and then anemone. It's the anemone. I would have assumed that that would have done way more damage to the crab. I don't know if double hitting him is worth it. Nah, it ended up not being worth it. But it felt like it might have been, and I didn't want to take that risk. Yeah, man, getting dunked on. We got a town right here, but I'm gonna just do a quick continuation of my. Oh, you know what? I was about to say this might be a bad idea if they all attack Lufia again, but we're all right. We're safe. We're safe. No! That's the other thing about this one, is once you've inputted, you cannot back up. I didn't mean to heal Mike. I meant to heal Lufia. Yeah, that's... Of all of the complaints in the game of the battle system, my biggest complaint will be the fact that I cannot back out of an attack that I've misclicked on. Because at some point, that will probably be close to my downfall. Alright, cool. Use flash on the same guy. At this point, just attack. We're probably a little over halfway on each. Yep. What even is over here? A cave. I feel like this is going to be where I should be going next, and I'm just over here grinding for no reason. Spew! I think by the time we make it back, we'll both hit that next level, and we'll pop into the next town and see what's going on. Or we will have 0 random fights. There we go. Earwigs, a spider, and an enemy. It might have been a better idea to tank some of these guys down. Great, Lufia is confused. What kind of confusion? This is about her sexuality? And now Mike is poisoned. She hurt herself in confusion. The Pokemon game. Miss, because she attacked an enemy that was not there any longer. Well, now it's, monsters captured all the ships. Shipping has stopped. It's a pain. Where is this guy? Here we are. Lift curse? No one's cursed. Does an inn heal poison? We're gonna find out. It does not. So literally the only way to heal poison is to buy an antidote and use an antidote. That means I now want to buy more antidotes. I don't need to have 20 antidotes, but at the same time, the only way to heal poison is to use an antidote. I'm going to need more. That you can't do that to me, game. You can't do that to me. That's mean. It's mean. It's a mean game. You wish to see me? No. I don't even know who you are. But I do want to grab your treasure chest. And I got a hairband. Yep, give her that extra 2 defense. She'll get dunked on a minuscule amount less. Alright, let's see what else we got for sale here. I should really explore the rest of the town first, huh? Cloth armor is a good improvement. Robe's a decent improvement. So it's just the cloth armor and the robe. What about a weaponry here? Huh? What do we got? We got a club. And we got a long knife. 35 to 44 is a 9 increase. 28 to 33 is not that much of an increase, but a huge weight increase, huh? Like, I might just leave her with the dagger. It's only, what's that, 5 points up? But she gains nearly 15 weight? What's that, 25? Yeah, it's 25 fucking weight. Jesus. Nah. At this point, I'll just buy the club straight up. I'll get the armor later. Power gourd. That's an increase on strength permanent, right? Yeah, it is. Can't use it right now. Okay, maybe it's not a permanent. I thought it was permanent. I could be wrong. Obviously am wrong. No ships ready to sail. We were attacked by monsters. Pear cider, huh? What do they even do? I don't know. No one knows. You're not going to tell me what they do. The guy who survived the Battle of Doom Island, that one? I really don't know. Buffalo Port said he was a knight. He used to be with the Guy Legion. Okay. Well, there's the guy getting referenced. Find cider in the basement, and so does Arbus. I'm gonna take my order downstairs. What if I want to have upstairs seating? Huh? Okay. Okay. Hey, bud. Yeah, well, he's dead. That's why he's not returned home. Your Faja is dead. Yeah, man, Guy is in this one. Smoke ball? Arrows? I mean, how old was Guy in the first one? I found an escape. It's a way off this damn island. It's not stupid for you young folks, but I'll sell it to you if you still want it. I mean, no, I don't want it. I don't know what it does to want it. Really? The back room just brings me straight up to the guy. Doesn't even have an additional dialogue, like, from the back. Just like straight, oh, you want something? I'll sell it to you. It's fine. Hey, look, there's one boat left. Marabia. Alright, old guy here. Sense unusual energy from you. Do you battle a strong enemy lately? How'd you know that? Used to be a knight with the Guy Legion. Guy, you mean Guy of Dumile? Yeah, it was a long time ago. You know anything about Gades? So you know about the Sinistral Gades. Pretty rare for these days for one so young. No, I fought him. What? Fuck Gades? This is true? Yes. Telling the truth, that explains the imbalance, but Gades was destroyed. Just tell me to know about Gades. You must know. Why such interest in Sinistrals? Don't you fear for your life? I'm Maxim's descendant. Just straight up. Just let him know. Not anything like, you know, no beating around the bush. Just straight to the point. Maxim, you? Follow me. I mean, this was Guy's Legion. I don't know if this is, anybody related to Guy. Listen, Uncle, who's that behind you? It's Mike. Show him the East Cave. I want him to meet the One. Are you sure? I mean, the One said he wouldn't meet anyone. That's right. He's a descendant of Maxim. They must be. Maxim, Mike, please come with me to the East Cave. East Cave. Yep. I was kind of already over there, but thank you for joining me now. Boy, it's great to have a party member that doesn't actually do anything. And also, was that the rest of the exploration? Was there anything else down over here? I just saw the old guy. Ah, see, there's some young girl. Alright, she doesn't have anything interesting to say, but she was there. That counts for something. No secrets. No secrets. I miss being able to shoot arrows at the enemies and swipe my sword out on the field. Can't wait to play Lufia 2. How far down the list is Lufia 2? Let's take a look. Right now we're at Lufia, which is game 14. Hold on. It's 18 games away. Lufia 2 is 18 games away. Now that might seem like a lot. You're like, oh, I gotta wait forever for Lufia 2. But, in the meantime, I'll tell you, we've got some interesting games coming up. We have the original Donkey Kong Country in the next 18 games. We have Secret of Mana in the next 18 games. We have Mega Man X in the next 18 games. And Kirby Superstar 8 games in 1 in the next 18 games. With that said, we also have things like Excalibur 2097. Yeah, that's a game. It exists. It's not great. We also have the Aladdin game. The Aladdin game. That's gonna be a fun one. Out of This World is on that list, and that might be fantastic, or it might be awful. It's been a while since I played Out of This World. Oh fuck, Kirby Superstar. Game is cheap. It is a lot of fun. I don't know how I'm going to tackle Kirby Superstar. I've got a couple different options, and I guess while you're here, I will take input. Because of the 8 games in 1, there is like a... What does do? Okay. Let's check. There is a means to go and kind of like 100% it and then fight the extra boss. Or I could just play through the game and enjoy it and then beat it and call it a day. The only problem with 100%ing that bitch is the one adventure mode treasure chest game area is a giant the Great Cave, yes. It's a giant maze. It's a mess. It's very hard to figure out. And it's been a long time. So that would just be... I'm not... Hard is not the issue. It's more of a... How long is it going to take me to backtrack and go through and find all of the treasures? Like, is it worth it? The difficulty is not an issue. Think so? But here's the problem with the 8-hour mark. Let me look up Kirby Superstar, how long to beat. Alright, yeah, it does say right around 8 hours. Here's my problem with 8 hours. Is on Wednesdays when I'm streaming these games, my streams are at longest 3 hours long. So that is 3 streams. I can't do that in 2. Just because of work. I would need to stream from like 9 to 1 a.m. twice to get it done in 2 streams. And that is if my brain at 1 a.m. is not having issues. I could do it in 6. I mean, maybe. But also, like... I mean, I'm just looking at how long to beat. It says the main story, the median time for that is about 5 hours. The main story and extras, it's about 8 hours and 22 minutes. And then the completionist to get everything and do it all is right around 11 hours. It's the median. The rush on that is 9 hours. Uh, 100% of 6 people polled. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just matching A streaming. It's fine. It's fine. My guys are alright. Everyone's healthy. It's all working out. No one's dead yet. I'm just more thinking in terms of time and effort. It's not being a little B. I love the game. I would have no problem 100%ing it. It's a fun game to play. It's do I really want to put 3 streams into a Kirby Superstar 8 games in 1? Do I think I've got the audience or the desire to have anyone in the world watch 3 streams of that game? Then again, do I care about the audience? It's a good point I've made to myself. I guess I kinda do, but kinda don't. Well, how many games down the list is that from now? And what's before it and what's after it? Before it is Bubsy. Shit show. Uh-oh. With Mike falling asleep, we've got some issues here. He's our healer. Take out the nettles, please. Alright, where are my potions? No. mirrored. I don't want to accidentally hit the one. Mike, wake the fuck up. Thank you. It's fine. I can deal with it. Oh, right. Oof. This was a much rougher fight than it should have been. I'm glad that I wasn't just spamming A through it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do a little healing here. And then try to make it back. Can't run away. I swear to Christ, if I die right here, because I can't run away a second time. At least on this section, these battles are not as hard. Should be able to take a couple more hits if I need to. Except if I'm ambushed. Oh, one step away. Alright, that was a surprise attack. Jesus. Game really put me on my toes there for a minute, huh? Alright, where's the guy? He's over here somewhere. $100? Jesus Christ. When did this game get so goddamn expensive? I know it's based on level, but she's level 5. It takes me like 6 fights to get $100. I think it should be like 50. If it was 50, that would make sense. But you're going double the level times 10? I'm getting 5 gold pieces for that fight. 5. Let her die. You're right. That was my B. I let her die. I got an opal. Opal. Doesn't do anything. Alright, maybe it's got a secret stat on it. I mean, she did ask you to protect her ass. No, I told her I couldn't. I told her it was impossible. I think Dew's gonna hurt these guys? Find out. Nope. 6 whole fucking damage. She said, boy, stop! Hey, you know, I'm all for games having a decent amount of difficulty. Cool with that. As long as they kind of give you a little bit of a means to beat it. This game, it's difficult. What's up, Winfong? Lufia Retro? You know I'm all about that retro. This game should be called Lufia the Clapback King. All I'm saying is if in a single fight you make 9 gold pieces, it takes 100 to bring somebody back from the dead, and 1 bad fight, that's all it could take to bring somebody down. Just saying, either throw me a little bit of extra gold, or have these enemies have a little bit more drops that are sellable. That's all it is. One of the two. One of the two. Like, I can't even buy good armor, because every time I have to run back to town here, it's because I need to heal. Which means I need to spend another $10 on healing. Right, hopefully with this most recent round of level ups, we should be a little better. Remember this time where they had Game Genie? I have a Game Genie. Hold on. Hold on. Stay right here. Stay right here. Move. Just because I was right here. All I hear is, well, I'm a little bit. Shut up, you guys. Nowadays, council's a bit like a bunker for the game cheats. They can make you buy the cheat. It's true. That's why the games now are not as fun as the games of today. So, here, right here, I have a original Nintendo Game Genie. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that Game Genie. Video game enhancer. And then I also, because I'm wearing a Nintendo 64 shirt, I have the Nintendo 64 Game Shark Pro right here. Ain't that a beaut? With the little, there's a button here, little reset button if you want to turn the cheats off on the fly. Boom, little button right there, turns that off. And then the Super Nintendo Game Genie. Fuck yeah, right here. Here it is. I could have plugged this in. It could have been part of the game, but not going to do that because that's not the fun that I have with it. Yawn, not impressed. Fuck you. Just because I have them doesn't mean I use them. Oh, hey, cat. What do you need? What would you need to be impressed, BK? I'm just fucking with you. Jesus. Alright, let's see if the worms can be hurt by water. You think worm might be alright? It did okay. Beat me in Magic the Gathering Arena. Alright, yeah, sure. Let's pump. Let's right now. Those are like antique legendary items for retro gaming. I mean, they are definitely something. And the fact that I have the collection of them. I think I even... maybe I don't. Not anymore. Oh shit. I just realized this is 3 bats. I should have hit them with lightning. Or 4 bats. I can't count. Math. Okay, hold on. We're gonna hatch you a strong immediately. Just so you don't die to the next round of attacks. We're gonna do the same to you now. You fuck with me because you've seen my collection too many times? It's a dick move to do that. Just because you've seen it a bunch doesn't mean it's not still a sight to behold. Okay. Thank you. Holy fuck! Stop it! Do I run? I guess I run. Fuck. God. Jesus fucking Christ. And he just leveled up. So what's it gonna be, 140 to revive his ass now? No, I don't have a healer yet. That's the shitty thing about this game. It's difficult. Your mighty estimated collection of oddities and rares, the greatest of all the land. The girl's not a healer. Nope, she's a black mage. Yep, as BK says. So I do not have a dedicated healer. The main character has a heal move. And it's fine. That was just it was a shitty fight. I was on the back end the entire time. And if Lufia, if one of her hits had murdered instead of just being slightly under, it would have been different, but yeah, I haven't seen any kobolds yet. It's a first here. But yeah, no, four bets. That's just like the tough fight of the area. I would really appreciate if the game would like drop a couple more items for me. That would be cool. Like the worms can hit pretty hard. But they're not as bad. Hentai worms? I mean, that doesn't scream hentai to me. That screams like pin needles in your feet worms. Fully heal her. Bore worms as they bore you to death with their mundane character models. F, that's an advance? Nah, I got lucky with this one. There was no crit, that was magic. Her magic, that was all within range. The range on her lightning attack is just below the max health on the, she crit hit? Go and clip that shit. I doubt it. If it did, it didn't matter. I mean, she doesn't need a crit hit to finish them off. It's just that range is just 1 point below and 4 points above. It's just unlucky. It's like a 1 in 5 chance that it won't be enough to kill. So Winfong, I didn't even ask, how are you doing today? How are things? What happened? Oh, my episode uploaded. Episode 12, Bomberman. Speaking of which, BK, do me a flavor. Actually, can you do me a flavor? I don't know if you have permission to do me a flavor to drop the Discord and YouTube and things in the chat. I don't know if that's a permission-based thing. Give it a shot. I don't know how I have the permission set up for that. Nah, not socials. It's just Discord and YouTube separate. Oh, look at that. Alright, cool. You can do it. Just because I only have the 2. I don't do them that often. But it's good to know that anyone can do them. Which is just wonderful. And thank you, PK. You're the best. Probably just playing for me. Just because I don't have a good way to stream my PlayStation. I suppose I could stream if we do it on Switch. But you're actually okay just playing? Good. The only reason I think that like if we are doing a phone call with the issue here, having a phone call on stream for people to hear, I think we're just kind of getting into lands of too complex, and we should probably just stick with just playing. Besides, it's been a while since I played, so I'm not expecting the gameplay to be that great. You do not hit her for another 18. I know that will only do 14 damage otherwise. Jesus. Besides, that way we don't have to worry about censorship or people pumping in or getting in our way and trying to do nonsense. So we'll just have a time. We'll just chill. Chill. Don't do that. Stop doing that. I wouldn't have killed her, but that would have fucking scared me a little more than it needed to. Alright, I need to save up enough money to buy that next level of armor. Because if I could change those 14s down to 10s, it's a lot more reasonable. Oh, good. She learned strong now. So she can heal now. Which is great, because she has way more MP than I do. I just need to start saving enough money. Critical. There you are. Throw in the Fs. So yeah, I guess, did you talk to your wife? What system are we gonna be on? You never did get back to me about that. What do I need to make the purchase for? The hardwired or the just for fun? Honestly, I think, yeah, you forgot. It's cool. Yeah, you're right. Honestly, I think the Switch will be fine. Just because we're not playing like a hardcore. We're not streaming it. You know, if the game lags out and we, you know, somebody dies or something like that, it's not the end of the world. And that way we could play, yeah, portable, and, you know, if your wife wants or isn't around, fucking plug your Switch in the middle of the room and there you go, you play in the big TV, or if she doesn't care. And if she does care, you just grab and go. Yeah, my wife said that she might want to watch. Depends on what she's doing. You know, she might want to just read her book and chill, and she might want to watch and hang out and listen to us have our phone call and nonsense. So, I figured you wouldn't care if she was just listening into our phone call, laughing at the stupid things we do. She likes watching Don't Starve. But if you are needing to have any sort of private conversation, I can just pick up and walk away, and then no problem. I think that's easier for everybody. So, yeah, let's just do that. let's just do that. I've talked myself into it even though I was all ready for it. And then on Sunday, I think I originally told you I had something going on. Right? Like I said, I wouldn't be free till the afternoon. Something like that. But I think that changed. Let me just double check my schedule. Like 2 to 3-ish. Because what did I say? I had work that day? I said earlier. Just don't remember if like that changed or if I forgot what I had going on. Like, do I still have something going on? Oh, right. I remember now. I do have plans Sunday morning earlier, but they won't last all day. Kevin Smith is coming to town and doing a book signing. Yep. For some reason, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's in town to do a podcast show with George R.R. Martin. And before the show, he's just doing like a book signing at a local bookstore. So it's just like an hour-long signing is all he's doing. And we're going to try to get there early to be able to get in to see him. And then that's it. And I want to say that that's at like 1 to 2 my time, which would put me back home 2 to 3-ish your time. But that... Well, let me look it up. Well, I'm here. I just saw it. Book signing before the show. That says 5 p.m. Are you around all day or only part of the day? So we might need to move this to like a morning to early afternoon thing. What are the chances on a mid-arrow doing a decent amount of damage? Give it a shot. Because this is the hard fight. If that does decent damage... Oh yeah, that did plenty. I'm not worried in this fight anymore. I mean, a little worried in this fight. You know what? I forgot to grab that armor while I was back in town. So back we go! That 4 bats fight, yeah, it's a tough one. Hurts. But with the defense down and the fucking just already high damage and quick speed, so they keep up with me, it's tough. did you hear me with my question? BK. Or were you MIA for a second when I asked you? No problem. Not your bad. You just weren't there. No big deal. I said the Kevin Smith thing is later than I thought it was. So I was asking, are you around all day, or are you only around for like a section of the day? Around all day? Let me check with the wife tomorrow. We might need to switch it to a more morning, early afternoon kind of thing. If you're around. And I will let you know tomorrow. Buy one robe. Sell. Pick up an opal. How much does that sell for? 50? Just enough to buy. Not 10 cloth armors. 1 cloth armor. There we go. We can get them some extra defense now. Hopefully that'll make a difference. Whatever's cool, sweets. I will let you know. We'll figure it out. I'm looking forward to it, though. Both the game and some time with my bud. It's a twofer. Except it's not even a Tuesday. Nice crit, Lufia. Finally pulling your weight. Cool. The extra defense, he only did 2 damage. He was doing 6 before. We'll have to see how much damage the bats are doing. They're the ones I still have to worry about. You did 4 that time. Okay. Maybe the 2 was just a low-end hit. Alright, here we go. Here's our bat fight. Cool. Why would you both attack the same one? 9. Still high. 5? That's nothing. I can deal with 5s all day. If 9's your high hit and 5 is your low hit, 9 seems to be your average. That's still way better than 14 is your average. 7. Alright, alright. The bats are way more doable now. Still, like, not great. But definitely doable now. And a surprise attack. I will take it. Didn't hit the right bat. 8 and a 7. That's not bad. Rain. Oh no. A non-damaging attack right before you die. However, will I live with that? Alright, we are finally about to make some progress. I think we are in a safe enough position where I can do this. I mean, unless I die right here, because I apparently can't hit the right kobolds at the right time. Jeez. Alright. Into the cave. I do miss the faster walking in the cave. Like the actual run button. You know? It's a good button to have. A hit. critical hit's only doing 10 damage. I think I'm in a safe enough position. What's in the box? Cloth shoes. Yeah, I kind of want my tank to have a little bit more defense. I know Lufia could still die a little easier, but at the very least, I can't have Mike die. I can have Lufia die. Mike can do fights on his own to get gold if I need to. Lufia on her own cannot do as much. She would take too much damage. So I will give it to Mike. One experience away. This is the second time this game has done this to me. 1 XP away from a level. Because why? Why not? Why would we give you that 1 extra XP? Ah, cool. You have the magic key that can open up that nonsense. Swing wing. And of course, the next fight's like a weak-ass kobold fight. I mean, not weak, but they just don't have a lot of health. They're glass cannons. Alright. She did not get any strength. Intelligence, agility, and magic resistance. Not that I needed a punch for more, but it would be nice if she punched for like a little more. It's like a little. Nice little poison. That's why I bought just a butt ton of antidotes. Because apparently it's the only way you can fix poison. And I'm through the cave! Ah, look, there he is. There he is. Ah, Anita. Was I expecting you today? No, I'm here for a special reason. Who's that behind you? It's Mike, a descendant of Maxim. Pleasure to meet you. So, Maxim, would you be so kind as to focus your thoughts? Think of any one thing. That'll be enough. Sure. Grrr. Strong energy, just like Maxim. The very same power runs through you, too. You know what, Maxim, who are you? I am Guy. There he is, BK. Fought with Maxim against the Sinstrels. You're Guy, but none of you surprised I'm over 100, but still kicking. Now, what would you want with such an old man? Guy, I battled Gates. Gates? But that's not possible. He lost at Doom Island. But it was Gates. Possible. Absolutely out of the question. Guy, Mike isn't one to lie. Who's that? This is Lufia, childhood friend. We're traveling together. What do you do? Lufia, eh? If you know anything of Gates and the Sinistrals, please tell me. Or just recall, but if Gates really returned, there's no time to rest. Not even for me. Guy, you'll hurt yourself. I'm over 100, but I just can't sit still. What's wrong? It's my time. Don't say that. You'll be fine. Mike, seek Artia, the elf. They live a long time. I'm sure he'll help you. Is Artia alive too? Where can I find him? There's one in Grenoble. Who knows? Grenoble? 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 Who knows about Artia? Remember, find Artia. I understand. I'll look for her. Don't give in to the Sinistrals. You mustn't. You have Maxim's blood. You... Guy... No! See, he's only in the game for a minute. Great warrior, Guy. May he rest in peace. We'll never forget you. He probably would have lived a little bit longer if I never surprised him. What will you do now? We'll go to Grenoble. Someone there knows about Artia. Well, be careful. We'll look forward to the day when peace comes to this land. Hey, you look forward to the day you've been living peacefully for 99 years. Guy will defeat the Sinistrals. I promise. Rest peacefully. Let's go, Lufia. Okay. Lufia. That was my mother's name. Maybe the only one who can defeat the Sinistrals is the one who has Maxim's blood. Yes and no. Stay close to Mike. Your support is more important than any sword or armor. I won't let Mike get hurt no matter what. I mean, I've died a couple times. Thanks for that, Lufia. You be careful too. Alright, I saw you had a box over here. Yeah, it's a great potion. Let's go look at his grave. There was a short sword on his grave, just like there. We have to find a ship. So the short sword, not like... No, I guess she could have it, right? Nope. You can. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'll go up to 64. Nintendo 64! BK, it seems as though you either stepped out or left. You missed the whole guy scene. It's just a shame. I know you were looking forward to it. I think I might be able to take on a whole crab by myself. Not quite. She can't take on a green thing either. Well, we'll change. Ah, hits! Nope. No way to speed up the fights. Bidididoo. 4 bats. Yeah, I had a feeling that I was strong enough now to take out a bat with one swing. With that short sword. The lack of run option? I mean, this game has a run. It's right there. It's escape. 2 problems with the escape. Is it isn't an immediate thing. Enemies can still get their turn in first. And 2, it's not guaranteed. Were you there for the whole guy scene? Because it seems like you left for a minute. Guy's dead. You missed the guy. And now I get to go find out if there's a boat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like that kind of run. Yeah. Alright. Can I get your ship? Alright. Guess I can't. You saw the guy scene. Good. I mean, in town, you move fast enough. It's just that you don't always move fast enough. Soldiers are here. How about meeting them? Where are these soldiers? Are you some soldiers? No? Okay. At the end? Not at the end. The guys down by the water? Maybe. Maybe. These guys. Can you tell me anything? Tell me more of your battle. Let's dine together at my camp. Well, that's just a shitty situation now, isn't it? What? Monsters everywhere. How interesting. How interesting. It's like, you watch your ship sink, monsters pop out, there's bunches of them, you're like, yeah, that's interesting. Let's go kill these guys first. Little demon lords. I meant to use magic. Because I figured that was not going to be the way to do it, huh? Let's float to again. crosses toxic marches. That's not what I want. Alright, let's try some dew. See what that does. Oh, they use dew on me. I'm guessing dew's not going to do that good on them if they use dew on me. Oh, that one used mirror anyway. So that was cool. That was cool. Oh, we got one. Pretty strong on yourself. If he does, he's only $100 to revive. If you die, you're 160. Yeah, I know, he's taking a lot of magic damage in that back row. I imagine he'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be alright. I'd like to hit the guy with mirror. Nope, okay. That's cool. Just won't worry about the guy with mirror. Hey, look at that! Finally some gold. 459 gold pieces. And the new guy just got a level up. Sweet. Never before have I seen such swordmanship. Of course, Mike's the defendant and Maxim. So we were destined to meet. Oh, you were destined to meet Gades. Most people flee when they hear that name. Gades and the Sinstrels return. My quest is to destroy them. What are your plans now? I'm off to Grenoble. I believe when there you can use my ship to cross the sea. Really, I'd appreciate that. Hey, no problem. Trust me. So, the ship was sunk. What? This time there's no more ships. Well, let's first find a ship. Why don't we take his guy with him, though, you know? He's a commander. He commands a team. And this guy doesn't want to come with? Help restore the town. Okay. Don't want to come with, that's fine. First things first, let's see if we can get this guy some better armor. A cloth helm. Cloth helm. How about weaponry? Nope, he is set on weaponry. It's just a little bit of armor. Yeah, let's get our magic topped off. It's only $10. Just incredibly expensive. Fighting and killing monsters, but that's fine. Now we get to go beg this guy for his ship. Yep. Alright, his ship is gone. Well, then I'm guessing we talk to the old guy. He'll tell us where to go next. Okay. Well, let's just walk. Game can't stop me from walking. I'm just gonna walk. Cave up here? Why did I attack with all three? I can for sure tell you that the two of them are going to finish them off. Now, Aguro? If he's level 5, or at least he was 5 when you got him, is that where they're expecting you to be in this game? At level 5? Or is he supposed to come in at a lower level? And why haven't I not moved him to the front row yet? What I doing? Is this my first time playing a video game before? I don't believe you needed to attack, but that's fine. It's fine, there's just one wasted attack. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of shitty if this game's expecting you to be at level 5 here. It's because I was having trouble at level 8. So, the fact that the game thinks level 5 is acceptable is kind of a slap in the face. Should have worked on their balancing a little bit, huh? But now, of course, that I'm level 9, I feel like everything in this little section that I'm in, this section up over here, with all these spiders in this cave, it's like way too easy. There might have been something in that hole. Figured I'd just go take a look. Nine experience to level, at least. It didn't leave me with just one again. The one thing that I do appreciate is that the aesthetic... Wow, I only hit for 25? Are you kidding me? And feel of the dungeons is exactly the same. Like this... The walls, the little bridges, the treasure chests between Lufia 1 and Lufia 2. It feels very one-to-one. It feels like you were just playing more of the same world. Obviously, you know, with some improvements, but like the ropes, the bridges, you know, all of that, you can tell that they were upgraded a little, or things look a little nicer, but it still feels like you were playing the exact same game. Why did I have all 3 attack? Fine. Just wasting Lufia's attack. It's not like she's doing enough to kill anything anyway. I mean, you add in a run, you add in the ability to shoot arrows and things like that. You know, that's all cool and whatnot, but it still feels like you're in the same universe, the same world building. Which, in my opinion, it's a nice thing to have, especially between some sequels. Some of them go a little off the rails, and you're like, this doesn't feel like the same game at all. Sometimes it feels like you're playing an entirely different game. This still feels about the same. It would be nice if you could speed up the battles just like a smidge. Potion, power potion. You're telling me the power potions. No, you can't use that. What was the other thing? That power gourd. Of course we're gonna just throw that on Mike for some 5 extra HP. It's the one guy we don't want to die. Ever. too good to be dead. Alright, so I got half the items. Do I leave to go back to town to just rest and heal? Or do I just keep using strong and push my way through? I guess they're not hitting that hard, right? Well, that's not good. I use mirror, it's fine. These bats in this cave are stronger than the other bats. Oof. What's the oof? Insert magic. I guess I haven't used any magic yet, so it makes sense just to magically heal up and continue in this cave. We've got plenty of magic. My guy, I'm falling asleep. Well, I can go to bed. I appreciate you being here and hanging out, but I've only got another 45 more minutes in me too. So don't worry about it. I'm going to make that much more progress, and you can always watch the VOD live on twitch.tv/voices in Mike's head. That's what I'm here for. It's that kind of content. Much love, dude. Have a great rest of your night. Well, thank you, BK. I will do that, and you have a great rest of your night, too. And I'll probably see Saturday, at the very least, lurking. I'm getting hungry. I need some food. What did I have for dinner? Not much. What else is in the house? Not much. I'm gonna starve. Days ring. So ring for days. Massive defense up. Say we give it to her. Ambushed by bats. Maybe she doesn't. She's in the front row now. Drop my controller. Alright. Ooh. 17 experience away. We got another level. Baby crab, do 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 do. Good fight. Alright. 4 more strength and learn drain. That'll be useful. Fall into that pit? Is that a thing I can do? I should try. I should try. Can. I don't even know if this is the right way or not. MP restored. HP restored. Okay. It's nice. It's a nice little middle of the dungeon restoral. Couple boars. Ain't gonna bother me. 4 whole damage. I think I'll live. Not anything great. Is there anything up over here? But at least I learned. And sometimes that's all that really matters. Two damage. Yeah, I don't know why Aguro is first on the selection to attack when he's pretty far down the list on speed. Strange attack order there, game. Noise. Critical hits. One more fight and Arugo at least gets a level. Alright, 5 more strength. And I almost have 1,000 gold. Which is insane considering for the longest time I had 0. Alright, a ship. Mike, behind you! Goblins! Not goblins! Alright, they can do some damage. Able to do? Give that a shot. Alright, we should probably start... Should definitely start some healing. Holy crap. Heal yourself again. That's fine, I can deal with that. Let's get a double healing on Mike going. I thought that would be enough to take out the one goblin. Alright, now you can help fight, other than when you get crit immediately after. Woo. We're hurting. Okay. We're okay. I need to start getting hits off though. God damn. Go fucking down. Jesus. Oh, thank Christ. Thank God for the defense. Oh, Christ. Yeah, attack with her. That was exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, Christ. They're the ones that stole the Mario. Mike, let's board the ship and sail back to track. Good idea. We found it. Captain's at the lodge. Quickly, go and tell him. You know, as much as I would like to go and tell him quickly, I am, in fact, gonna leave town for a second and just get that last level. It's like 40 experience away. And then I'm gonna heal, because if I get into another crazy boss fight, I want to be ready for it. Considering that last fight, nobody got a level from. $25 experience to the next level. Hopefully one more fight, maybe two. Looks like two. One more. Any second. Come on. Oh, baby crabs. Do. Alright. 3 strength, 2 agility. And learn brain. Yeah, that 3 strength ain't gonna be that much. But that's alright. I have over 1,000 gold now, so the next town I visit should be able to get a decent amount of stuff. I'm guessing they're upstairs? Okay, found him. Alright, free ride over to the next area. What do you do again? Right, you're just here to talk to me about the ships. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Anchors away! You know what? I never did see a map for this. I have made it to the next town. No, I'm not on for trek. I'll return to headquarters to officially request dispatch of the Lorbean army. And you, Mike? Well, first, we're in Lorbean now. I'd love to see the new dresses at the big shop. Can we go, Mike? You can say that right. I'll hang around here a little longer. Come to the inn later. I have many questions to ask you. Okay. Big enough looking town. Who's this guy? Your boyfriend's a sailor. Sure. What about you? Looking shady. Shady as fuck. Oh, well, your ship left without you. Bud. I mean, don't give up yet. But alright, it's fine. We should probably definitely save. Just in case. still going to continue though. This is the inn. Oh, it's a big shop. Look at that. They got a little bit of everything. I see what's going to kill his business. Power Gourd, temporary boost your power, great against strong enemies, but it weakens as you fight. Okay. What do you got? You know, probably wouldn't hurt to buy like one more of these. Just to have two in case I forget to buy another one. This is cool. New dresser on the 3rd floor. Alright. What's on the 2nd floor, though? I have a stuffed bear. Alright. Accessories. Can't look at them, though, huh? I can just buy the most expensive one and hope for the best. Ah, the hairband is better. Found a sweet water. Buy a stuffed dog. Buy a stuffed pig. Why not? Why not? It's one of each. Alright, up to the 3rd floor for the dresses. Wow! Oh, the dresses. What do you think about this one? It's fine, I guess. It's pretty cheap. Must be pricey. Love this one. I think it's perfect. Give me a break. 5,800 gold pieces. That's crazy. You can buy plated mail for that. I know it's expensive. Hey, I wonder if it's me. Well, it looks great on you. Great thoughts are too. I'll take it. Hey, sometimes too. Oh, what am I gonna do? You're not gonna buy either. We're having a sale today. Buy now before we're all sold out. Piece of cake. Did that kid rob me? Is that what you're doing? You're leaving? All my money? Hey! Who are you? Give me gold you took from Lufia. Come on, you call me a thief? Oh, I may have saw you. Don't try to run away. Damn it, haven't done anything. Mike, how are you? What's this job? What's going on? Do you have the gold? What? Money? No, I did he? What should we do with it? Let's see. The army? Wait, Mike, he's just a child. We have the money. Let him go. But it's alright. Boy, don't you ever do this again. You promise me that? Yes, I promise. Good, you can go now. Oh, he's gonna do it again. You're too kind. Because I know it's some reason to steal. Yeah, he's a dick. Yep, better armor. Better armor. Better armor. Better armor. Better armor. Same armor. Yeah, this is gonna be expensive, huh? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you finally have a shield. You had nothing in that spot for a while. Alright, well, there goes all my money. Oh, and then there's still weapons to buy, huh? Nothing all that good, though. Maybe a staff for her. Staff for her would be a vast improvement. And it only goes up 20 in weight instead of the other, like, 25. That's probably not a bad idea. I'll get that later, I guess. once I have money again. Headquarters. It's locked. Anything else up here? Just more of the same? Okay, bud. Don't think I've talked to you. Everyone goes shopping. No, we didn't ever buy a dress. Up on the 3rd floor of that shop, we were interrupted by a thief! Oh no, it's gone the dress I wanted. Alright, well, I guess there's nothing that you can actually buy up here. Thought that maybe one person would be a merchant. Silly me for thinking that. That's not what I wanted to do. I need to go to the inn. Everyone around here knows him. His name's Lufia. He's the son of Professor. He's done something weird. We're traveling around the world to find whatever it is. Why doesn't he take Lou with him? There's so many dangerous places out there. Why leave his son at home? Why does Lou steal? That riles Shia's research doesn't pay very well. I guess he doesn't pay Lou either well. Some father. Nope, not staying. Just waiting for this guy. Coming to visit you. Mike, you're going with your journey to, huh? Yes, they're evil. If they've returned, then I must defeat them. See, I'm coming with you. Am I worthy enough for you? Don't be ridiculous. Go sure. But if you come with me, won't the army suffer? I see army to battle the Sinistrals, no interest at all. Can't stay there anymore. All armies are the same. Well, Mike, where are you off to first? Grenoble. Someone there knows about Artia. Southwest. Let's get going. Dude didn't get any armor on. Let's see if these giant bats are any stronger than the last ones before I go committing to. They're not. Fighting the new stuff. Or did they pay any better than the last ones? The answer's probably no, still. $22 whole gold pieces. Let's see what's on the northern end of the island here first. Bats and mini demons. Always fight the devil, you know. 2, 3. Yeah, this gets kind of tough. But they might have some magic spells or something. But for 20 gold for 4 guys, it's 5 gold a guy. Not very economic. 5 fucking rats? At 5 damage apiece. It's a little scary, actually. Get help. It's a fun move for rats to have, especially so many of them. Man, I better get a bunch of gold off of this one. 60 gold pieces, and a potion. It's not like a lot, but it was an okay amount. Is this Grenoble? Surprise attack. Try to get some of the rats down as quickly as we can. Alright, there we go. A Ruzard. Not a rooster. Not a lizard. A Ruzard. Lufia, you're hurt there, huh? Why are you back in the front? Because, Arugo left the party for a minute? Is that why you're back in the front? I should fix that immediately. This is Grenoble. We'll just use magic to heal. And work our way back. The enemies are purposefully easier on the main road. Sounds like something that the game would do, right? Boarman still up you by 5, huh? Three hits from Lufia. That's why she needs that frickin' racket staff, whatever it was. I think that'll be enough money to buy it. So he is rocking the short sword. They both are. Alright. Yeah, we need armor for everything, huh? I suppose I have plenty of stuff I could sell. Gotta sell the cloth robes, necklace, club, the opal, sandals, the cloth, dagger, small knife, the other dagger, dress, the other dress, the other dress, the knife. There you go. Back to 1,000 gold. You need the armor, right? Yep. And a shield. And a helm. Alright, that puts us in a fairly better position defensive-wise and offensive-wise. Lufia can hit a little bit better. Yeah, see, 25. I didn't mean to attack the bat. That's how you know you're getting tired. Making sloppy mistakes. This will at least bring her from needing to do 3 attacks on things down to 2 attacks on things. Oh, I got some real newts. Alright, I've got 62 experience to level up. So we just sit here and do some farming. And then I'm going to call it a stream. Yeah, see, I knew they had a magic move. I just knew he had a magic move somewhere in there. You know, I might even try to get 2 level ups. One for Arturo, one for Lufia. Aggro. 21 damage. Magic resistance is not very good. But you did get 12 HP and 5 strength, and I dropped my controller. Okay. Well, you got 2 magic resistance there. That's something, right? Right? It definitely is something. Why did I have to do an attack the same time? That's what I get. That's what I get. I'm not paying attention. He did not call for help. Alright, well, one more fight away from the last level and last fight I'm going to do of the night. Got some roosters. Those guys still hit pretty good. 11 damage. It's not bad. Get the rat. $232 gold pieces for those guys? Alright. I have 400 gold. I meant to get back into town, but that's fine. Well, ambush ain't gonna hurt me now. Kinda did that one backwards. It's okay. Get out! If they kept doing get help, we might have stayed in the fight a little longer. No dice. I mean, with 450 gold and the things I can sell. One shoes. And a shield? Or she needs a glass cap. But I can... Alright, at least we're in a decent position. I can feel my voice starting to go that I've talked a lot tonight. And a lot of high energy. So I'm going to go ahead and... Can I pause? No. Let's go into the map. And get a stopwatch right here. We're just going to sit here on this menu because I don't want to accidentally turn the game off and not be able to play it anymore. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You know how that goes. There's always some nonsense in life. This nonsense is I just don't know if I can turn the game off without losing all my progress. And I really don't want to lose 3.5 hours worth of progress. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and end here. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. And I will be on Saturday with Lufia. Until then, I'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye!